Okay, so I'm going to tell you about New York English. I have no idea what value this will be to anybody. Maybe you're like an actor and you want to learn to get the New York accent down. Hopefully these will help a little bit. A lot of New York English is muddled and it's unclear. That's one of the key things about it. And a lot of these like Hollywood actors, when they try to do a New York accent, they end up butchering it. They do it a little bit too deliberately, and New York English is not deliberate. It's kind of muddled. I'll give you an example. With the TH noise, it's not quite a TH, it's not a T, and it's not a D. Like you hear some actors say this, that, the other thing. I don't think it actually sounds like that. It's more like this, that, the other thing, this thing. This thing's driving me crazy, like that, alright? So the TH has got to be kind of muddled. You'll also hear some guys say like tree instead of the number 3. I actually grew up speaking like that. You don't hear it as much anymore, but you will hear the TH in some neighborhoods in Brooklyn and Staten Island. People will say like, you know, throw this guy out of this place, or you know, I threw this thing away, or 1, 2, tree. But I tend to say it now more like 3. This, that, the other thing. Another thing you'll notice about my English, actually, maybe you won't notice. My accent is actually a strange hybrid, and once or twice native New Yorkers have picked it out. It's like half Staten Island and half Westchester, so it's not quite a typical accent. And, you know, the more that I think about it, it's really more of a tri-state area accent than a proper New York accent. Alright, so another thing about New York English is that it's a very lazy mouth that produces the New York accent. It's not lazy in the same manner of like a southern accent where it's dragged out and longer. Everything is shorter and clipped, but the idea is that you move your mouth the minimum amount necessary to make the noise, so you end up dropping a lot of sounds. So we talked a little bit about TH and how you kind of muddle that. Another key New York consonant is the R. We tend to drop the R. We don't drop it the way they do in a Boston accent, where they say things like retarded or I parked the car. But when you have the R at the end of a word in New York English, you tend to drop it. Like here, we'll say here, there, where, everywhere, this, that, the other thing. You know, your buddy calls you up and says, why don't we get some people together for dinner? You say, all right, you want to do it over here? You want to do it over there? I don't know. Where do you want to do it? Where? It doesn't matter to me. You know, you tell me. Oh, you tell me. That's another. At some point, I'm going to go into the phrases that you use in New York, because it's not just the accent. It's also the types of phrases you use that will lend your New York accent some kind of authenticity. Although my friends have accused me of using expressions that are about 20 years out of date, because a lot of the English I learned, I don't even know why I'm telling you this, like you guys actually care. Most of the guys in there were Jewish and Italian guys in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, and I tend to pick up a lot of their phrases, so I hear these things come out of my mouth, and I'm like, well, where did that come from? But sure, that's another one. S-U-R-E, sure. You want to do this thing? Yeah, sure, why not? Sure, let's do that. Alright, fine. Water, that's another one where you drop the R. I understand in other parts of the country they say water, but we just say water. Can I get a glass of water, please? You want some water? I'm dying for some water over here. Give me some water. Some more examples of the R. So like your buddy says, hey, pass me that stapler. Where? Right there. Where? I don't see it. It was right there a second ago. I don't see it anywhere. It's gone. There.